Greetings, redheads. Thank you for joining me in another episode of your favorite show, the one, the only Red's View. Of course, I am your gracious host, Jay Red. Give me just a second as I make sure that we good on Instagram to go. All right, boom. So there we are. Boom, we got it. All right. So once again, this is Jay Red from Red's View. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful Wednesday. Normally I go live on Tuesdays, but man, your boy has been enjoying the holidays. Man, I just got this PS5 and I've been playing this Spider-Man 2. Anybody got a PS5 and been playing this Spider-Man 2? I got me a PS5 for Christmas. Shout out to my fiance. Thank you so much. And I've just been enjoying it, man. And then just being around family and different things like that. So that's the reason I didn't go live yesterday. Also, unfortunately, there was a death in my fam, close friend, what I'm saying, of the family. Had to go to a funeral this past weekend in Mobile, but I'm back at it, man. I'm back at it because we got a lot to discuss, man. So yeah, hopefully everybody's been having a good holiday. You had a Merry Christmas and the forthcoming Happy New Year. So we got some stuff to talk about, man. Right. So before I begin this video, make sure that you do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're watching right now, hit that like button or the dislike button. It is all good. Make sure that you share this as well. Share this on all platforms. If you're watching this on Facebook, hit the share button, hit the like button. If you're watching this on YouTube, do that too. And shout out to everybody who's watching on Instagram right now. Holla at y'all. And most importantly, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Reds View. All right. So, man, let me go ahead and get into this, man. Man, this has been making its rounds, and I could not wait to talk about this. So, in case you've been hiding under a rock, you haven't noticed that Dr. Umar's clip about Eminem has been going viral. Literally, I don't even be on Twitter like that or X like that, but every time I look, somebody's talking about this particular topic. Dr. Umar appeared on the Joe Budden podcast where there's numerous clips going around, and I don't think that they've released. I mean, the full interview is available, but you have to pay for it on Patreon. You have to pay for the full interview on Patreon, and I want to see it, but I'm hoping Joe will release it on YouTube or something like that because it seems to be real heated. He puts all the other interviews on YouTube, but he don't want to put this. He want to make you pay for it, which I understand as a podcaster myself. Dr. Umar is a big deal. All right, so yeah, man. So the title of tonight's show is Eminem can't be the GOAT of rap because he's white. Eminem can't be the GOAT of hip hop because he's white. He can't be considered the greatest of all time. That's what GOAT stands for. Eminem, because he's white, he can't be the GOAT. Now, Dr. Umar said this. I'm going to play a clip, which it is fair use, by the way, of Dr. Umar talking about this particular situation, and it was quite interesting. I've been seeing different takes on it, but I'm going to give you my takes. But let's watch this, and this is fair use. All right, so boom. I agree with the. I mean, I see where Umar is coming from with that particular statement. Yes, hip hop culture is black culture. We created hip hop, and white people can participate in black activities and go home and have white privilege. That is a thing. All right, let me keep listening. That's enough of that. That's enough of that one. Okay, so let me give my spill on this. Whether Eminem can, this is what I'll say. Eminem is not the GOAT. He's not the greatest of all time when it comes to hip hop or rap, but it's not because he's white. Eminem isn't the GOAT of rap because simply I don't feel like he's the best rapper of all time, you know? And it, like, again, it doesn't have anything to do with his race. You get what I'm saying? Now, do I feel like Eminem is one of the dopest rappers of all time? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm a big Eminem fan. I like his rap style. I like his wordplay. Anytime he drops an album, I listen to it. Um, I love Eminem songs. I've loved like the Real Slim Shady and how theatrical he was in his rhymes and different things like that. So we can't sit here and say that he isn't talented. And Umar recognized that Eminem definitely is talented, but I understand his sentiments when he's saying black, keep it black. But in this particular situation, if you were to say Eminem, because of the color of his skin, he can't be considered the best of anything, that's equivalent for me being the best in basketball. Basketball wasn't invented by black folks. Now, hip hop is our culture. It was invented by us, right? Hip hop was invented by black people. However, NFL, the NFL football, the game of football, the game of basketball, those weren't invented by black folks. So does that mean that a black person can't be the GOAT of that? Because it's the same thing. Because a white person can say, well, basketball, since we invented it, that's our culture, and blase skip. So if there is a talented black athlete that comes into a white made sport, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever race it is, whatever race group it is, if it's made by that particular race, does that mean a person from the outside can't come in and be the best at it? Now, the thing is, I don't think that Eminem is the GOAT. However, I gotta say he is one of the dopest rappers that I've ever heard, and I think he gets a bad rep because he is white. Now, him being white had influence on why he was highly revered. All right. Because I'm taking away record sales and all this. I'm talking about straight up rap MCing. Eminem is one of the dopest lyricists that is out there. He's one of the dopest rappers that ever came into the game. Now, do I feel like he's better than Tupac Shakur? No. Do I feel like he's better than Nas? No. But do I feel like he's one of the dopest MCs ever? Absolutely. And I don't think the color of his skin in this particular instance, because see, Umar started going off with it. Like he had me, but then he lost me because he's saying Eminem is not building any schools, and DJ Khaled's not building any schools. Hold on a second. It says once you where I'm just streaming. Okay, yeah, Instagram. I don't know what's going on with Instagram right now. Saying they having trouble streaming it right now, but anyway, we're gonna keep it going. All right, but my thing is, I can't, like, you can't say Khaled. You're bringing up building platforms, building schools, and all that. Now, I do agree that you should give back to the community. Since you are taking from it, you know what I'm saying? If you're benefiting from it and not helping black artists get on, or it's nothing wrong with giving that. But if we're talking about actual skill and talent, you can't deny that Eminem is one of the dopest out there. Now, everything is subjective, he could be a black person. I know in a particular person who's Eminem is their top MC, like their favorite rapper. Now, of course, like I said, he's not my favorite rapper, but he's in my top 10. Eminem is one of the dopest rappers I've ever heard, and I can't take that away from him, and a white person could say LeBron James can't be a GOAT. They'll say MJ can't be a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Or in the NFL football, I'm not exactly sure which race group actually invented it, but you can't say Deion Sanders is a GOAT if that's the case. You can't say Emmitt Smith is a GOAT. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that Umar took the foundation of, not the foundation, but just the racial aspect of hip hop and went somewhere else with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get behind that. Now, I do agree, like I said, that Eminem should give back to black folks, since that's what he made his career off of. If Eminem, came in and was disrespectful towards the culture and everything like that, that's a whole different story. But if we're talking about straight talent, you name me who you think is how many rappers are better than Eminem? There are people. It's all subjective. But Eminem, when you talk about wordplay and skill, and a lot of people may not like the later Eminem, who is like the current Eminem right now. But if you're talking about the Marshall Mathers LP, that's a classic album. You know what I'm saying? Recovery was a dope album. And how many rappers do you know that can make a song like Stan? Stan is dope as hell. Like, when it comes to those storytelling tracks, there's a handful of rappers that can actually do that. Nas is a great storyteller. Slick Rick is a great storyteller. You know what I'm saying? Eminem happens to be in that same boat. And that's straight up. That's being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm and I hate using the term pro-black, but I'm pro-black all day. You know what I'm saying? I'm very conscious and all that stuff, right? But I don't think that Eminem is the best rapper of all time. Now, a white person or the white media can say, oh, well, he has higher record sales than Jay-Z. So the fuck what? He has higher record sales than Biggie. He sold more records than Tupac, whatever the case may be. Record sales in this sense doesn't mean anything because one thing, it's black culture. The reason I feel like Eminem can't be number one, this is why I say he can't be number one, because he doesn't resonate with black people like other black rappers do. And that if it's the black person that if we created this, right? Follow me. If we created this platform, the best people that are probably going to do it is going to be us because we connect to black folks. See, it came from the hood. You know what I'm saying? It came from the urban streets. It came from urban kids, black youth. You know what I'm saying? And eventually Hispanics came and got to be a part of it. It came from that. So I don't think that a white person can really sway, like can swoop everybody up in that urban culture and be number one. That's the reason I feel like Eminem can't be number one. He just doesn't resonate with all black folks. If you go to a hood right now, they could listen to some throwback stuff, but I don't know people in the hood that listens to Eminem. That was Lord Jamar's argument. You know what I'm saying? And the hood is the foundation of the black culture. You know what I'm saying? Of hip hop culture. So shout out to Dominique Jefferson. Shout out to you, Frat. So I'm telling the truth. Absolutely. So, you know, in that regard, I can't go against what like Eminem being one of the GOATs. And first of all, we use that term so loosely. GOAT means greatest of all time. There can't be many GOATs. There can be only one, right? And I don't think that Eminem, if you ask everybody in rap who's gonna be a GOAT, right? There's not gonna be one answer. There's gonna be various answers. Some people will say Nas, some people will say Rakim, some people will say Biggie, some people will say Tupac. But if a person says Eminem, I'm not gonna chew their head off about it because we're talking about skill set. And Eminem isn't highly revered only because he's white, because if that was the case, then Bubba Sparks will be on Eminem level. MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, he would be on Eminem's level. Vanilla Ice would always and forever be able to go platinum. He will be on Eminem's level. There's only one Eminem. Who is what white person is equivalent to an Eminem? Let me know that in the comment section. You know, for the folks who feel like, oh, okay, he's white, that's the reason that he's highly revered, right? That can't be the only reason. It has to be some type of skill set involved into that. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, if that's the case, show me another white Eminem. That means that every white person that came into rap will be on Eminem's level, selling all these records, having these hit singles. There isn't, I mean, you got what? Who you got? Bubba Sparks, you got Paul Wall. Paul Wall did his thing, but nobody's, been equal to no Eminem. So, but yeah, so I can't agree. Going back to what Umar was saying, I'm like, nah, like I can't sit here and say that he can't be considered a greatest of all time in someone's eyes only because he's white. Now, what I will say is that we need to take control of our culture. Black people, we should be owning hip hop. You know, we should keep hip hop black. You feel what I'm saying? So if a white rapper comes in and wants to participate, absolutely, that's cool. You know, it's open to different races, right? Just like I said, basketball, football, and different art forms and stuff. Now, can a black person go overseas and get adapted to Indian culture and be considered the best, whatever? It's up to those people to decide. But I feel like if a person has that talent and has those skills, then what can you say? What can you say? Because he is dope, you know what I'm saying? Or they are dope at what they're doing. So y'all let me know in the comment section, like how do you feel about that? And I'm mad. I'm so mad I'm not live on Instagram now. So we're having trouble streaming to Instagram. Do not continue to create a new Instagram stream. Yeah, I ain't finna be doing all that. I'm live. We live right now, baby. But yeah, man. Yeah, okay. Shout out to Sean, man. You said that part, taking back control of our culture, was a very valid. Yeah, absolutely. Now, I agree with Umar wholeheartedly. I feel like we should own hip hop. We should own these record labels. And I'm not talking about only a record label. I'm talking about a distribution system. You know what I'm saying? Like we should own a TuneCore. We should own a DistroKid. You know what I'm saying? We should have those to where it's distribution to where we getting all pieces of the pie. We shouldn't have to be like, oh, okay, I got to go to these corporations or the white corporate world in order to be successful. We should be able to have our own, and we gave up our culture. You know what I'm saying? To allow different artists, and I ain't even gonna say artists, but different culture vultures to come in and take advantage of us, like a Leor Cohen. You know what I'm saying? I said Cohen, Leor Cohen. You feel me? But yeah, but just to Umar, like I can't get behind what he's saying as far as him only being, you know, because of the color of his skin, because that's like I don't know. So what you say, shout out to Sheeta. You said there are so many black artists that the title can, yeah, absolutely. You said that he's great, but I wouldn't say the GOAT. Absolutely. But if a person says that he's their GOAT, I can't go against that because he's one of my favorites. I don't think he's number one. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's number one. I think black people do it better than Eminem. Some black people do. Now, some black people don't. Like, would you rather listen to Eminem or would you rather listen to Soulja Boy? You know what I'm saying? Would you rather listen to Eminem or would you rather listen to MC Hammer? Shout out to MC Hammer, but I'm talking about straight skill set. You know what I'm saying? Like Eminem can rap circles around a lot of different black artists. That's just being honest. Now, it depends on what type of rap you like listening to. Somebody may like listening to Gucci Mane all day and can't relate to Eminem or what Eminem is talking about. Because Eminem talked about killing his mama and Kim, killing his wife, you know what I'm saying, his ex-wife and all that stuff. But he's very talented. How many rappers, now he got away with that because he's white, but how many rappers can make a song like Stand to where you're listening to a movie? You're literally listening to a movie. You feel what I'm saying? So now Eminem, I feel like is one of the dopest, but I can't say that he's not the dopest just because he's white. That just is like you could say that in any other regard. Okay, LeBron James can't be the best because white people invented basketball. So there can only be a white person. Now, this is the thing. The NBA, right? Jerry West is the icon of the NBA. I mean, as far as the logo, he's on the logo of the NBA. That's how you keep it white. You know what I'm saying? If there's a logo for hip hop, then a black person should be on it. That's how you keep it within that. But you can't say that, of course, that LeBron or MJ isn't the best of basketball, even though white people invented it. So Umar started just going left with it. But I do agree that, okay, if you're taking from black culture, you should give back to the culture. I do agree with that. Now, I'm not saying Eminem got to open up no schools and stuff like that, but you know, Dr. Umar contradicted himself. Peep this. He's been on interviews saying that donations for his school, right? They're asking him, would you take donations from a white person? And he said, I would like to, but I can't because it has to be built by us. That blase skip, right? So you're saying that Eminem should donate to schools. You're saying that Eminem should help build schools for black folks. You're saying that DJ Khaled should help build schools for black folks when you won't even take donations from people outside of your race group. Now, I'm not knocking Umar. This isn't a knock. It's contradicting yourself. I just think he got ahead of himself in the statement that he made because of the color of his skin, because that's what the same thing that white supremacists can say for us. Now, I do feel like Eminem can't connect to black folks like other black folks can connect to black folks. You know what I'm saying? Like how black people can connect to black people, Eminem can't do that. And that is a strong reason why I feel like he could not be the GOAT. But he's definitely dope. Got to give him that. So y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Continue to let me know in the comments because I'm ready to move on to this next topic that is hot in these streets right now. Man, oh man, your boy Kanye West. Kanye West appears to have apologized to the Jewish community. So what I want to do right now, before I even go in and read all this, I want all of the Kanye supporters, the Yeezy stans, the fans of Kanye West. I'm a fan of him as well, his work, right? But I need all of y'all to come into this room right now. Y'all remember when he was calling out the Jewish community and saying all kind of belligerent stuff about the Jewish community? A lot of it was true, but some stuff about the Jewish community. And I was one of the main people saying that this is self-sabotage and all this other stuff. And y'all all on Facebook, all on Instagram, and all on the YouTube comments, y'all just got to look deeper. This is a part of Kanye's master plan. This is his chess move. He wanted to get dropped. He wanted to have his own stuff and all that other stuff, right? I want all of y'all to chime in on this, because anytime I'm right about something or other people are right about something, I start to hear crickets. So Kanye West apologizes for all the stuff he said about the Jewish community. Where I'm not even tripping about Kanye, where are all his supporters? Because y'all encourage this type of stuff. Now, of course, he said some true stuff, but he was trolling a community. He was trolling the Jewish community. That's what he was doing. So why did you support that? I need you to please let me know. And is this a part of his master plan? Because if it was a part of his master plan, he would stand on what he said. That's how you get respected, you know. But let me go ahead and show you this, and I'm gonna get back to all the Yeezy stands a little bit later. Let me go right here. So look, he even said it in Arabic. It says, "I sincerely apologize for anti-Semitic remarks." He asked for forgiveness. Now he wrote it in was it Arab? What did he write this in Arabic? Yeah, this is in Arabic. And he says, "I sincerely apologize to the Jewish community for any unintended outbursts caused by my words or actions. It was not my intention to hurt or disrespect. Really, I deeply regret any pain I may have caused. I am committed to starting with myself and learning from this experience to ensure greater sensitivity and understanding in the future. Your forgiveness is important to me, and I'm committed to making amends and promoting unity." All right, so yeah, y'all let me know, man. What do y'all think? Where y'all at? Where are y'all at? Because a lot of y'all were arguing me up and down on Facebook and Instagram and stuff and YouTube. This was a strategic plan, right? What was strategic about this? Because it looks like to me he put his foot in his mouth and now he's apologizing. He's apologizing. Why? Why won't you stand on it, Kanye? You know, now thing is, he was saying some true stuff. He was saying some true stuff, but he started trolling, man. Like Kanye really just started trolling the Jewish community. Like I was just like, come on, bro. Like you're doing this intentionally to really get under their skin. So like this right here. You remember he wrote this? "I'm a bit sleepy tonight. When I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on on Jewish people." I put the all in there. The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew also. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda. You know, he kept going off, mouthing off and stuff like that. So I just want to know, where y'all at who supported all this? Because y'all are worse than what he did. You know, it was uncalled for and it was self-sabotage. But Peter Rosenberg, who is Jewish, he had this to say about Kanye West's apology. Listen to this. This is fair use, by the way.
Your reaction to Kanye's apology?
I thought, I wonder what the sample is that Kanye needs to try to clear before Friday, because we all know Kanye notoriously is late with handling album stuff. And I just wonder whether there was something getting held up and someone said, hey, this sample does not get cleared if he does not issue an apology. And like you guys said, he just goes on Chat GPT and boom, we get a quote apology.
You buying it?
No, of course not. Absolutely not. No part of me believes this apology. I totally agree, by the way, that the Hebrew part was like so either intentionally or unintentionally offensive, as if like American Jews can just read Hebrew without vowels.
My bad. So it was Hebrew. Is it written in Hebrew or Arab?
Like, bro, it's just another offensive thing here. Nah, I don't even think it wasn't even one thing we know about Kanye. He's many things. Inauthentic is not one of them. And that comment was so inauthentic that it lets you know it couldn't actually be from him. This whole Hitler fascination, this is now a years-long thing. This is not Kanye, this is not Michael Jackson, Sue Me, Jew Me. You know what I mean? Which was a moment in time that happened that I'm sure there are people watching right now who they forgot because, frankly, it was a quick thing. It happened once. You never heard of it again. This Kanye West Jew / Hitler obsession, guys, We're talking about multiple years now.
All right,
Honestly,
so that's enough of that. But I agree with him as far as like how hard Kanye was going with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know in the comments what you feel about that. But he was going hard with it, and people kept saying he meant to get dropped. He meant to because I forgot all the BS that happened. But for all of y'all who was defending it and stuff like that, you were just as crazy as he is. Because now look at you. Now he's apologizing. And some people, but to be honest, I think that a lot of his fans who are Jewish probably didn't care as much. You know what I'm saying? He knows that they were trolling, but Kanye didn't get canceled. Now, because you can't really cancel him. You can't really cancel anybody, but the people who support Kanye are going to continue to support him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about this because I wanted to see what the people who defended him have to say. And of course, it's crickets right now. And I'm assuming people who are watching felt the same way that I did for the most part. But I'm going to stay on y'all about this. I might bring this up every day until the new year. I might bring this up every day to the new year for all the folks who were defending Kanye West. But anyway, yeah, it's up to him. Maybe he does have a sample to clear. But was this a part of his master plan that y'all were talking about? I haven't seen this master plan yet. I haven't seen this chess move yet because now the brother is apologizing. So that goes to show you, man, just know what you're doing. This was an example of a man who lost his mind and wanted to troll and went on a tangent and got back to his senses after this. That's all that it is. All right. So let's continue to move on, man. Now, your boy Tyrese, signs of love making Tyrese. How you gonna act like that, Tyrese? Sweet lady, Tyrese. Lately, Tyrese. Was he in a dress disguised as a throbe? Or was it just a throbe? And am I saying that correctly? Ain't that what they call it? A throbe? Let me look and try to find this real quick. Where is this? People were talking about Tyrese. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me pull it up because your boy Tyrese, I want to make sure I show this picture of what he had on because people were defending this thing. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? I know it's on here somewhere. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen with you real quick. This is what Tyrese had on. Boom. All right. Now, I think he was in Dubai, I want to say. And he had on what people call a throbe. Now, it looks like a dress. Now, of course, we know that when you're overseas, in Dubai, they do put on those things. That's a Middle Eastern thing, right? However, look at Tyrese. He got a tuxedo jacket to go over it. This picture stands out to me because look who he's standing with. How come every non-black man doesn't have the same thing on? How come Tyrese felt the need to throw on attire over the throbe? Because that didn't look masculine. That's what made it look like a dress even more. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't seen anybody wear a red robe. Usually they're like white or something like that, or khaki, or tan or something like that. But he got on a red one. He's standing next to all these non-black men. They're in full suits. They're in suits, blazer suits. And this man, this looks like buck breaking. This is a buck broken picture. Now, Tyrese probably, he didn't cut ties with a lot of people, been talking stuff, you know what I'm saying? And he's probably trying to get right back in good with Hollywood. So he felt the need to get buck broken. It looks like the man had a dress. That's why I said, is he in a dress disguised as a throbe? Because a lot of y'all were talking about, it's the Middle East. It was the Middle East and it's a throbe and they wear this. And I'm like, do they put tuxes over it though? Do they put blazers over the throws? This is the first time I've seen something like this. Please let me know. I feel the same way. He's trying to get to the next level of his career. This is bug breaking, ladies and gentlemen. That's all that it is. Nothing more, nothing less. It was people who, and I can't stand some of y'all who think that you're holier than thou and know different cultures and stuff. Of course, we've seen people in Dubai wear this type of stuff, right? But there was a significance in him putting over that blazer over the throw, and it's a reason that it was red. Tyrese is trying to get back in good with Hollywood in these movie roles because he burned a lot of bridges, I feel like, and what better way to do it? You get buck broken. Pretty much, you go on the display wearing a dress, and they say, okay, no, we can disguise it as this. We can call it a throw, but we want you to make sure that you put your blazer over so people can get the message. Get the fuck out of here, man. This is just modern day buck breaking. That's all that it is. Going before your people, a black man, a black, like dark-skinned black man going in front, and you're standing with all these men who are wearing suits. That is a buck broken image. And if anybody disagrees with that, shame on you. I got to question a lot, So that's what that was. He's trying to get back in, and you said it is indeed buck breaking. Absolutely, Sean. It is what it is. But for the people who want to defend it, you got the floor right now. Let me give you 10 seconds. How can you defend this? Let's look back at this picture again, man, because I still can't get over this image. If it was just him by himself, which I did see some of it, all right. But this right here, this was for a reason. This was for a reason. Again, if you're watching right now, hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. If you're watching this on YouTube, also make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/RedsView. But yeah, he's standing with all these men. This is buck breaking right here. They're all laughing, smiling, and stuff like that. Where are the other men with the throws on, putting their jackets over? Where they at? Y'all better pay attention to what goes on, man. Y'all be acting so sleep, bro. Y'all be acting so damn sleep. I can't stand it, man. Y'all be killing me with this shit. But anyway, man, and I can't even be mad at Tyrese. I'm not mad at Tyrese. I'd be mad more so now that I'm getting older. It's about people who defend stuff like this. That's who I look out for. It's all the people who defend these type of shenanigans. That's who you really, really got to look out for. So yeah, man. Non-shout out to Tyrese. That's a shame, man. And let me tell you, this is for black men out here, man. Do not let your integrity be compromised. Don't let your manhood and masculinity be compromised because you're trying to get money. It's sad with these Hollywood niggas, man. I can't stand when they do that. That's why we have to have our own, so you don't have to do that, or that's not even an option because you got your own stuff. It's sad, but I think Tyrese got himself in a bubble with maybe with taxes and stuff like that. I know he's has to pay so much money in child support, so he's trying to do everything he can to get a Will Smith movie role. I think that's what it is at the end of the day. This man has gotten himself in so much stuff to where the Fast Five checks ain't just doing what they used to do. He needs more, because I think the last movie I've seen him in, like big budget besides Fast Five, was like Morbius, I want to say. And I think he was in that Black and Blue, but those weren't like super big budget movies like the Transformers and Fast and Furious is. So, man, that's Tyrese for you. Let's move on. So Tasha K, your girl Tasha K is being sued by Kevin Hart. Wow. Yep. Tasha K is being sued by Kevin Hart. Now, let me pull this article up and read over what happened. Tasha K got to do better, man. This is wild. She's already got sued by Cardi B and she lost that lawsuit. But let's look at what Kevin Hart is suing her for. Let me get this out the way. I can't stand those ads. So Kevin Hart reportedly sues YouTuber Tasha K for extortion and defamation. He's suing her for it says allegedly she threatened to release an interview with Hart's ex-assistant. Additionally, the comedian claims he was told he could pay $250,000, which is $250,000, to keep it from going public. So yeah, man, this is a case, and I don't know. Tasha K, man, like I get that controversy sells. Controversy creates cash. Shout out to Eric Bischoff. I get all that. But lies, I don't get on here spreading lies. I don't want to be a podcaster like that. I don't want to be a content creator like that. Now, if somebody comes on my platform and speaks about their life and different things like that, my podcast is for people to express themselves and different things like that. And some things are going to be controversial, but I don't want anything that's gonna be gossip, or if I knew that, like Will Smith's assistant, right? He wouldn't use my platform to throw that type of stuff out there, because those are serious allegations that someone is homosexual, had sex with a man, and all this other stuff. Those are serious allegations that you and your platform could get sued for. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't control what they say, but I can control what gets out. And you can get in hot water. And this isn't the first time. Like, Tasha K literally lied on Cardi B, so much to where Cardi B won the case, and I think Tasha K owes her $3 million, and I don't know how that was going. And it was even worse because Cardi B has some sympathy and was trying to get away from Tasha K having to pay her, but Tasha K did something. I think the Will Smith thing had came out, and Cardi B was like, "Nah, fuck it, run me my money." So, man, like for the bloggers and the podcasters and the content creators that are out there, let Tasha K be a prime example of what not to do. I understand we all want to get money, we all want to get a bag, and if you leak certain information that's out, that comes on you. You know what I'm saying? But it's not going to be worth it in the long run with stuff like this, because a Cardi B could actually sue your ass and you'll end up owing money and have to leave the country or some stuff like that. So Tasha K, I think this happened years ago, and I think Kevin Hart just so happened to file the lawsuit now. But it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. It puts a dent in your pockets, because now you got to hire a legal team to defend you after you done just lost with Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? And word on the street is that Jada Pinkett and Will Smith plan on suing Tasha K too. And I think old boy, what's his name? Will Smith's former assistant. I think he is going to appear back on Tasha K's podcast, because he was talking mad shit. He was like, if y'all were gonna sue me, you were gonna sue me already. So if Jada don't say anything, I'm gonna spill out all the details and all this other stuff. And I just be hating to see that. I hate to see that, man. Especially when you're doing it to other people like us, other black folks. Like, what significance is that? You know what I'm saying? I just can't stand gossip and all that. Now, a little gossip is cool, because we all like juicy news and stuff like that, right? But don't be spreading lies on people and extorting people. That's when it gets real serious. So shame on Tasha K for all that. All right. So let me go into your girl Cardi B and Offset. Now, I'm covering this because I was talking about it last time, and it goes into how I feel about this situation. So I saw over Christmas, or on Christmas rather, Cardi B and Offset were together celebrating Christmas with their kids. I saw a little clip. They were opening gifts with their kids and stuff like that. But also I saw that people were speculating that they were getting back together, whatever the case may be. And what I'll say is this is all marketing. I keep telling y'all, this is all marketing. You notice, because my thing is this: if I was really upset with my spouse and it was all in the media and all this other stuff, right, I would still celebrate with my kids, but it wouldn't be televised. It wouldn't be on social media. You know what I'm saying? It's privacy, because I don't want people to get any feeling that me and my spouse are getting back together, or if we're separated and stuff like that. That's why all this is fake. This is all fake in order for us to tune in, because it's like reading a story. It's like, okay, they Offset so happen to be out with some strippers when Cardi B is on Instagram Live crying, and she's saying that she's been separated from them, but all of a sudden they're back together with their kids. So maybe they're getting back together. If you ask me, I think this is all leading up to Cardi B's new album that is probably going to be released early 2024. Now, I could be wrong, but I feel like this, with all of this press, right, I think that this is going to be controversy to help sell Cardi B's album. Because think about this, man. When did Invasion of Privacy drop? That dropped in 2017, right? Or no, 2018. Wasn't that 2018? Yeah. It was 2018 when that dropped. So that was like 5 years ago. So what better way to draw up interest for your album than to have some controversy? Because right now, I mean, Cardi B hasn't put out her own hit record since Up, and that came out like 2 years ago. She's tried to drop different ones like Bongos with Megan Thee Stallion, that flopped, and different things like that. and it ain't working out for her right now. Even she admitted, I think on Breakfast Club, that she had like writer's block and she's been trying to find herself again musically. So I think this is all press right now because her singles hadn't been doing nothing. And if she wants an album rollout, why not? Because they tried this already with the Jealousy song. Jealousy, Cardi B and Offset, they had some controversy that led up to that. That shit flopped. So I feel like they're really trying to build genuine interest around Cardi B's album that's gonna drop soon. And what better way to do it than this? Now, I could be wrong, but if I'm right, I want all of y'all to say, J Red, you were right. I want you to come back to this video and say, J Red, you were right. And I don't want to hear crickets. I do not want to hear crickets. So y'all let me know in the comments what you think about that. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Let me keep moving, man. All right. What y'all need to check out, the hottest project I feel like out right now in these streets is Gucci Mane and the newly released BG. They have a project together called Choppers and Bricks. And when I tell you this is dope, it's quality street music. If you like that quality street music that kind of reminds you back of like the 04, 05 era, you know what I'm saying? You need to check this out. I liked it. I really do. And on my platform, I got to try to put y'all on music that you probably don't know about or didn't listen to, whatever the case may be. But man, I thoroughly enjoyed this project from start to finish. BG is at the top of his game. It seemed like Prison did him good, as far as lyricism, because him and Gucci, they sound real good. Dope production, dope content, and different things like that. And I feel like that's what's missing in street music nowadays is the content. And I think that they checked off every box that you could want from a joint a joint album from those two, for real. So when y'all get a chance, man, y'all need to check out Choppers and Bricks by Gucci Mane and BG. Great project to close out the year. And it's been on repeat for me. My favorite song off of there is the Paperwork song. They talk about snitches and stuff like that. So yeah, y'all check out Choppers and Bricks. I promise you, if you're a fan of Gucci Mane, if you're a fan of BG, you're gonna like that project. So let me get into this right here, man. I didn't get a chance to chime in on this because it happened over the little the holidays. But Simone Biles, her husband, is the catch. Now, there's a reason I'm asking about. I'm talking about this right now. Did y'all see the clip where Simone Biles and she's a Olympian, and her husband, I think, he's in the NFL or whatever. So he appeared on the Pivot podcast. And the Pivot podcast, they be changing the names all the damn time. I be getting them and all the smoke podcasts mixed up because the Pivot, for my sports podcast watchers, didn't the Pivot used to be called I Am Athlete? Yeah, so he appeared on there and Simone Biles was there, right? And they sent Black Twitter into a frenzy, especially all the single, unmarried, unhappy Black women. No knock to y'all, but y'all really tripping over this. Let me show this video of what happened, and this is fair use, by the way. All right, check this out.
Let me see what this is. Gymnastics. I ain't never, I never really paid attention to gymnastics, so it piqued my curiosity, So I'm like, okay, I'll see what's up. I swiped her, and it said we matched, so I'm just like, okay, so I'm gonna see what's up. So I go do my workout, and I come back, and I get I had some likes on my Instagram, and I'm like, oh, this might be. I'm like, okay. So I see what's up, and then I still waited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait till I, take a shower and everything. Then I come back to my phone, and then she messages me on the app like, hey, you know what I mean? And man, that's up, man. This gotta be fake. I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good. I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics, I was in college.
And I didn't know either. I didn't know either who she was. I think I may have heard of her, but I didn't know her like that either. Some people felt like he was capping on that. But anyway, keep listening.
And we didn't have NBC. We didn't have Olympic channels. And we're in camp. Late July, early August. So I'm not paying attention to, so I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched
Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue.
But like I was saying, man, she messaged me. This was like a Tuesday. And we texting back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man. And we couldn't do much as COVID happened. Everything was shut down. So she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me. Then the rest is history, man. So
you was really the catch in.
I always say we
And
the
you-
men a catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you,
She did though. She
is what
did,
you
though.
said.
Cause I was fighting it.
So
So boom. All right. So that right there, that set women off. That had Black Twitter going crazy, or Black X. That had them going crazy. They were out of everything they got from it, because it was a long interview. I didn't watch all of it, but out of everything they got, they heard the catch. He says he feels like men are the catch, right? Here's my take on it. Yes, men are the catch, ladies. Now, you could take offense to what he said. You could not like what he said. But picture this. What do you want from a man? You want a man to be able to protect, provide, take care of you, pay all the bills, right? Bring home the bacon. So, now I'm a firm believer that a man should holler at a woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if a woman hollers at a man, ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you're talking about the catch, you want to catch that because that is going to take care of everything. So that's how a man could look at himself as the catch. Now, to play devil's advocate, a woman could be a catch too. You know what I'm saying? She could be in her own regard, depending on what the situation is. But primarily, if you're talking about what you want from a man, which all women or most women are going to say, I want to be a man to be able to make more money than me, to be able to provide me a certain lifestyle that I want, to be able to have sex like a porn star, to be tall, to have money, you know what I'm saying, to make 6 figures or more, whatever the case may be. So how would the man not be the catch if that's the case? Because that don't make sense, right? So that, like, you got to look at it from those lens. Now, I don't think that I think he was set up for that question, but he also talked about his emotions for Simone Biles, and she was sitting right there, and Simone Biles wasn't bothered by it. She has a ring on her finger. You know what I'm saying? She's married. That's how they met. And I don't think he was capping about Simone Biles, like not knowing who she was. But can a man be the catch? Ladies, I think that the man is a catch when you're looking at what you want him for. You know what I'm saying? Like, primarily what you would want a man for, that would be considered what the catch is. You know what I'm saying? Now, if a woman wants to come on and explain, okay, how was the woman the catch? You could say that, but I mean, we use those terms too loosely, and we get stuck on that so much. You know what I'm saying? The bottom line is, she found him, she hollered at him, and I don't think that it was a cocky thing. He didn't know who she was. He said he found out she had a lot of followers. He's like, okay, let me talk to her, and she initiated everything. What's the problem with that? I don't see why it didn't need to go viral. It really didn't need to go viral. A lot of women, I think that it's a lot of unhappy women out there that are insecure, and things like this just set them off. It sets them off. It's like a radar, and they just so some bullshit. So I can't stand it. You can't stand a man saying that. That sounds like a man who's confident about himself, and men will tell you this. This is nothing new. So yeah, I mean, shoot, what you would want a man for, why would that not be the catch? So, but she's happy. She's happy in her marriage. You need to get like her and try to find a man. Now, do you have to holler at a man like she did? Nah, you don't have to. I preferably would like to holler at a woman more so, but if a woman sees a man that she wants and approaches him and everything like that, hey man, shoot your shot. It is what it is. But yeah, I feel like how he feels, you know what I'm saying? Like, based off of what you would want a man for. Now, if you don't want a man for all that stuff, then the man wouldn't be the catch. Maybe you would be the catch, you know what I'm saying? In a different situation. But from what women want and what they describe, how could a man not be the catch? So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about that. Let me move on. Talk about Taraji P. Henson. Now, Taraji cried on a what was that? XM radio, Sirius radio. And I think Gayle King, I didn't even know Gayle King had a show on there. But Taraji was in tears, y'all. She was in tears. And I know this has been making its rounds, but I'm going to play it for you just in case you haven't been seeing this and been hiding under a rock. Excuse me. But this is fair use, by the way. Listen to this. That's what she had to say about it, man. And it's a lot of truth to that. These Hollywood stars are not I mean, they're stars, but they're not getting paid like a lot of people feel like they are getting paid. See, because the higher up you go in the tax bracket, the more taxes that they'll take out, that you'll have to pay up. But the thing is, my response to Taraji P. Henson is own your own. Own your own. That's why I said that during the writer's strike, a lot of actors wouldn't have been in a position that they were in if they own, and writers would have not been in a position that they're in if they owned their own material, if they started their own stuff. If you're a writer or if you're an actor, why don't you go the extra mile and develop your own script and shoot your own, put your own money up? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to go into Hollywood. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody wants the glitz and glam. I get it, right? But you need to go in and figure out how to be an executive producer. You need to learn like the ins and outs so you can start your own stuff. Have equity within the film, because you're not gonna get rich and stay rich just only being an actor. It could take a lot. Now, this is what I'm talking about, black actors. You know what I'm saying? Black women, black men. Because like she said, man, they take out half of it. Then you got to give some to your publicist, and women are more high maintenance than men. So your MUA, your hairstylist, your stylist, all of that goes into play. And your manager, all this stuff comes in, man. So can be a lot. But I feel like if you have credits on the films outside of just acting, that could help you out. Because like Master P, for example. Master P ain't the best actor, but he said, you know what? I'm gonna put my own money up and make I'm About It, and make Hot Boys, make all these different movies to where you go to the distributor and you say, hey, I want to put this movie out, and it comes to you. Now, it's okay if you appear in other films that you don't own, but if you want to maintain a certain type of lifestyle and be rich and all that stuff and have money and not get paid pennies, you don't need to be a worker, because an actor or actress is a worker at the end of the day. Now you're an independent contractor, but you're still working for someone else in a sense. Now, I know you're using your level of skill and talent to be in that particular film and everything like that, but they can decide what they want to pay you and say it's up to you to feel like it's unfair. But you're in, if somebody created an idea and wants to put it out there and hire you to display that, it's up to them how much they want to pay you. It is what it is. Now, the higher up you go, I agree, it should be way more fair, but I look at it like this: Hollywood is gonna Hollywood. White Hollywood is gonna white Hollywood. So put your own money up, invest, and own your own. We need to own our own movie studios. We need to own our own film production companies. Hire writers to write for you. You know what I'm saying? That's the answer to that, because the last thing you want to be is on somebody's platform crying about what you're not getting paid and working hard for, when you can create a platform of your own to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to wait on them to actually do it. Because we know it's hard, So that's the simple answer that I have to that. But shout out to her, because Taraji is very talented. She's been in the game for 20 plus years. I think the first film I ever seen her in was Baby Boy. Phenomenal actress, dope actress, but I think that ownership is where it's at the end of the day. So let me know in the comments what you feel about that. Now, your boy Ja Morant, and I said this loosely, that he's in trouble. He stirred up a little controversy, and I'm like, he can't dance? Let me show y'all what happened. People were in a frenzy over this celebratory dance that he did, this celebration dance that he did. Let me make the screen bigger. In this NBA game that happened yesterday. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Let me go back again. Yeah, so that's a dance, but people said that he was shooting guns, and he's done stuff where he's, shot guns and stuff like that. So I'm gonna play both sides of the fence. The first thing is, it's just a dance. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the name of that particular dance, but it is a dance. So it ain't like he had guns in his hand. You know what I'm saying? So he should be able to dance and do whatever the hottest dance is out there. People do it all the time. However, to play devil's advocate, John Morant has just came back for holding guns and different stuff and dumb stuff on live. So to stay off the people's radar of that, you don't need to have anything to do with guns right now. You don't need to be acting like you're shooting anything in the air. You don't need to be doing any celebratory dances, doing anything with guns. You know what I'm saying? Ja, you need to stay away from guns right now. Higher security for one, and that's some other stuff. But you don't need to be doing anything. You shouldn't even be on live playing a first-person shooter game at this point. You don't even need to be filmed on Instagram Live running around with a water gun. Stay away from guns, because now that you got in trouble for that twice, multiple times, now people are going to just assume that you're violent and anything you're doing with this is just guns. So yeah, Ja, just leave it alone, man. People, they out to get you. And I feel like it was harmless. It was very harmless, but due to the history of your behavior patterns, they're out for you. They're going to look at anything they can get to make you look negative in the media. So, that was harmless, but people going to stay looking at him and different things like that. So yeah, that was messed up. But leave Ja alone, man. Leave him alone. He came back, and I think the Grizzlies have been 4-0 since he's been back. So let the man play ball. But Ja, you just got to be on the lookout, man. You got to be more careful. Don't do nothing dealing with guns, my brother. All right. So last but not least, I want to cover this real quick. I want to give a congratulations to Jess Hilarious. She is the official new co-host of The Breakfast Club. And man, I couldn't be more happier. Now, I saw some people that was disagreeing with it, but most people wanted Jess Hilarious to fill the position of Angela Yee. The chemistry that Jess Hilarious has with Charlemagne and Envy, because they've been having numerous people on there, but she has been the best guest host so far. I haven't seen anybody really do it the way she. Now, I enjoyed Ray J, Jason. Some people were like Jason Lee. I'm like, no, that's an incident waiting to happen. They've been having the Laura LaRosa chick on there. I really don't like when she's on there. I can't stand when Laura LaRosa is on there. That's just me though. But Jess Hilarious fits perfectly. Now, Jess Hilarious needs to work on her interviews, her journalism skills, because she's not a journalist, right? She be having a lot of trouble reading the rumor report and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? But Charlemagne does too, and Envy does too. That was more of an Angela Yee thing, but that's because Angela Yee went to school for journalism. I believe so. For communications and stuff. So that's her field. But Jess Hilarious is somebody that just fits in, but I do think that she just, if the more that she does it, and she does the rumor report Monday through Friday, the more she'll get adjusted to it and used to it. Now, I know some people are like, how is she gonna be able to balance all that and do comedy shows and different things like that? Because she's a big comedian. And I'll say this: Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, DL Hughley. Those are three people. Well, I know DL Hughley is more like a podcast, but I know Steve Harvey and who did I just name? Steve Harvey and who did I just name? I said Steve Harvey and somebody else. I just lost it that quick. But Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley. I'm tripping, had a brain fart. But Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley, they do morning shows. I don't know if Steve Harvey still does his. I know Ricky Smiley does, but they do theirs Monday through Friday. No issues, no problem at all. And, she'll just probably not be able to book as many shows or whatever. Maybe the Breakfast Club will be the income that she needs to be able to sustain. And, maybe she could raise the prices up because she's also a co-host of the Breakfast Club now. So whatever it is, it's all going to work out. And I feel that strongly she was the best fit for the Breakfast Club. Her energy on there. Is she the funniest person in the world? No, but she fits right in. Like I said, she just needs to work on her interview skills and her journalism, and she'll be A-okay. But yeah, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed tonight's show. Thank you everybody for joining me. I don't know what happened with Instagram. This feature on the platform I use, they just added Instagram on there, so it's some kinks that they got to work out. So that's BS. But next time I'll probably just stay with Twitter until they work out the kinks on this. So, man, thank you everybody again for joining me on tonight's broadcast. Make sure that you subscribe to youtube.com/RezView. And if you're watching the ticker right there, you can look up, stream my EP. It's called Rewind R3 Wind. put all that together, Rewind, and it's one of the dopest projects that is out right now. You see it in the corner right here. Dope album cover. Shout out to Lavelle for making it for me. And make sure that you hit that like button, or you can hit the dislike button. It is all good, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/ResView. Hit that share button all on Facebook. If you're watching this on Facebook right now, all you got to do is hit the share button. That's free 99. All right. Hopefully, y'all have a good New Year's Eve. I will be DJing at the Buckhead Art Gallery this Friday. Event sponsored by Tidal, so that's gonna be a good look for your boy. And this Sunday, which is gonna be New Year's Eve, I will be DJing at the Wardoff Hotel. It's an exclusive party. The tickets are pretty high. I don't know if they're still available. I'm talking about $200. So y'all got to make sure that y'all pull up on me if you're in town, man. The Wardoff hotel that's in Atlanta. I'm gonna be DJing there, bringing in the new year right. You already know what it is, man. But this is your guy J Red, Red's View, and I'm signing out.